13 again. In this tutorial I'm going to finish up my my part over here. Previous tutorial we finished this page, and this one relate to the browse page and the detail page. Again, we just use only one controller because you see it's over here, store just relate to the store information, so we just use only one controller. We call that the store controllers. Inside the store controllers, I believe that we created already from previous tutorial. We have browse and details. We just change a little bit, and we can see the results like this over here. Okay, previous we finished this, and right now we have to take a look at the browse controllers. I mean store controllers and the browse part. The browse part. Okay. We just only need the get method because we just show the information of the browse, the information of the albums. Okay, and request parameters is January because we need the name of the January. Okay, no, not that. See, because we need the name of January, and after that in the browse page will show all of the album with that January. So it means we need the January. See, the request parameters, we need the January, and the January name, it should be a string, and the model. Okay, of course, because we want the list of the album, right? So we should create the list of the album. Okay, if the January name is known, so we'll put the January, we put to the view. So we have to open down the browse. Where did I put it? Do you guys remember? Sorry, my eyes browse. Okay, where's so see the January is over here. If we don't receive any January, we don't receive any January name, is empty. Okay, so if it has, we have create another album list to find all the albums where from the album models, exactly the same that we create January model. Okay, I will show you later. Right now I just explain this controller first, and of course, and next we have to create a for for each. Yeah, okay, I'm away from forgetting it because I always use the regular for, but right now I learned the new stuff. It's called it for each. So it take a look at each one of the list, the album list and you see if the January ID, let's see, for I'll get the list is my album. This means I get the old album inside the database and put inside this list, and I go to its album. You take a look at, okay, for the January ID, I get the name of that January. If that January ID of the album equal to the January name I have over here, is mean that album from that January I will put it inside my file album list over here. Okay, so each time go over here, album. Okay, this is the list of my album, and I take all the album inside my database, and take a look at the January ID, and I get the name from January ID over here. If the name of the January match the name of the January over here, so I get that album, put it inside this list. Hopefully you guys follow what I'm saying. And okay, after this we have the whole list of the album which belong to this January. Okay, it makes sense, right? Okay, and after that I put the January name into this variable, and the file album is mean all the album belong to that January and put into the file album. Make sense? Okay, inside the browse view, before, instead of we put the name in, oh no, I remember we have the January, right? So same stuff, header, this one. Without this we cannot do under here, so we have to declare. Okay, and head, nothing changed, right? The header type 1, browse January, and I get this one from controllers. Okay, browse, and I do the for each to remember the list of all the album from this January. Okay, and the variable is my album, the list. Okay, so it means I pick the first album, and I use this one to catch the first album and do whatever, and then the next one until the end of the list. And I create the URL, same stuff with previous tutorial. This means I will go to for previous, we go to a browse page, right? For this one I go to details, and for the details I need the album ID. See, where's the album ID? This is album, and I get the album ID. Okay, and how do I know I get this? Okay, my album, this part is from this, and album ID, I have to go to entities, class, album, and if whatever I want to get, for example, I'll get the album title. I take a look at this, right? The name of the column is this, but they use this variable. the name is over here. So I have to touch this title, and in our case I use album ID. I'll use this one. Okay, go back to the browse. So here, okay, here, here. Okay, and again, I want it big, like the head, type 3, and the color is red. Nothing special. And the list of items, an order list, I use the li. And whatever, and xref link, I go to link, right? And the important part is this see out is meaning show out into the view. So show on the view. The value is my album dot title. Okay, because I want to show the title of the album. So my album is from here, and title in the album entities. I take a look at whatever the name is over here. I copy it and I put it here. If I want to see the price, so I have to copy this and put it after my album here. Okay, so it means I'm done with the browse, right? No, not yet. Store controllers, I still own you guys the album models. Same stop. Go to the models package, new class, put the album models over here. This one, and we're good to go. Again, we don't have to put input everything. We just change the package and make sure the package. I think they were Eclipse will put in for us too. Annotation, component, service is album service. The names over here. Important part, entity managers, resource. Okay, this one we use exactly the same with inside the controllers. Okay, so we have to declare resource is generate service, and after that we declare the generate model. If we want to use artist, so we can use artist service and declares the model. After that we are good to go. Transactions, remember, right? Annotation declares that we want to talk with the database. Without that one, the system is still running, but we cannot do anything with the database. Yeah, and again, this is create because the method it persists. And I remember we have to find all of the albums. Again, because we have find all the albums, so we have returned the list of albums, and the file album is the name of the method. Create a list. List from album is null, and make a query. And where do you find the query name over here? Go to the album, get the name of the name query, put it here because we don't have any parameter. If we have any parameter, we have to put q dot set parameters and the name, and we get parameters over here. um, get the result list, put into the album list, and return it. Okay, that's all we need for store controllers. Don't worry about the other thing because we use it later. Right now we just put this one into your album. Okay, perfect, right? Perfecto. Hopefully I cover everything already. And right now go back to store. Previous one we have this, and after that we click on here, we show everything. Browse here, right? And one more step we just did is go to detail. Click on this, go to details, and I'm sorry I missed the details. And we have, I think I show you the details already, but just to make sure, this is details. Okay, in store controllers, I create details, mapping details. Okay, values details, method get, because I just want to show everything. Later we will have the post because we need information to get something, the album ID, but not right now, we just want to show them the information. Okay, and because we want to show the album information, we should know the album ID, right? We have to go to the database and looking for the album would have the ID is 49, for example, and I will get everything information and put into the view. So it means the one we need is the album ID. The ID is integer, right? Okay, the album is integer, and of course we need the model map and model. I create an album ID, an temporary album, and that one will be is the album okay, see, I have the album ID over here, so I will call my album my album models file. For example, I put 49 over here. It will go to the database and looking for the album would have the ID 49 for me, and put into the temporary album, this one. And after I have that album already, I put that album I put the album ID into the view. I put the details album, just the name, but I want to work something in detail page. It it's just a temporary album I just found. And again, this one we don't need it right now, we need later, but please put it, it's not harm, but we need it later. Model add attributes and add album, because we want to add this album into the cart. See what I'm going to say is this, add to cart. This detail page, and add to cart, that one we use this one for that button, add to cart. Okay, inside album models we have find album by ID, right? This one same like we find the genre by ID, it's exactly the same. Return an album, and the name of the method, pass the ID in, create a no list of the album list, create name query, the name is from here, album file album by ID, album models, create a name query, parameters is the pass ID over here, album ID, I'll get it from here, get the result list and put inside the list, and return the first item of the list, because whatever you do, we just return only one, because only one album just have only one ID. That's the idea. Okay, so we have browse, we have details. Go back to details. This part, don't miss it. Everything is okay, right? Titles, CSS, header part. Remember this form. Okay, remember, don't miss anything. Capture it. Form, model attribute, remember inside controllers I put it here, add attribute. Okay, model attribute is the name of here, the method is post. Of course we have we just create the get, right, but we need to post later. I will show you, don't worry. Command is the add album. I will explain later too. And the action is we go to action, we will go to details, go to music store, spring the store here, and the details. This means we go to details, and the album ID is the add album and our album ID. Again, where's the get this one, go to album ID. Okay, makes sense. CL is mean I will show out the title of the album. Here, title is the album. Image, I want to show the image here. Is just image tag. Okay, nothing different. Okay, this one, let's see, the div here, I just want to separate between this and this, the art and the name. I want to show is the file album, right? We inside controllers, I put the file, I mean the detail album. I put the album here, right? I put the album into the detail view. Instead of we use file album, I think we have the genre ID and we find the name, the name of the genre of that genre. And of course I want to show the genre, I want to show the artist, and I want to show the price. So I found album, the artist, because you want artist name, right? So we have to find the artist name and the name. Where we get it, found album is mean that's the album. That album, and inside album we have genre, right? But we don't have genre, we just have genre ID. This will go to the genre, and if you want to get the genre name, we have to put a name. So it's the change like this. This album, inside album has an artist ID. I'm sorry, I messed up, but that's the idea. Inside the album we have a genre ID, and to get the name of the genre. That genre the same. Find the artist and get the name. Our album, we get the price. Get the price. See, price. Okay, and this is submit button. But right now it will do something, but we don't care for this step. We just show everything like this. Okay, we're good to go, right? See over here. Okay. Oh, whew. Nice. Let me see. Details. What do we do? Store controller. We use details, and we put details album. Copy for details, and use detail album, right? Details album. Dot title. I apologize for that one, but put details album. It's album ID. Okay, we change it. Details album. Where we get it? Store controllers, and because we put inside the view, so we can use it. Details album. Detail album title. See over here. Change the details album, genre ID, detail album, artist ID, the name, price. Hopefully we get to go. See, it's refresh. Oh. See, haha. Go to store. Genre is disco, and we have only one. Let's see. Okay. Oh, alright. Everything. I hope I cover everything for you until this part. Show the details of the album. Okay. Thank you for your attention and patience. Hopefully you guys happy when finish until this part, and thank you again. See you next time.